y'all, it's Hope at Crafty Hope and welcome. I have something a little surprising today. I was contacted by Your Creative Studio to see if I wanted to receive one of their monthly subscription boxes to open and do a project with. And I of course said, yeah, because come on. Have you seen some of the things that come in these boxes? If you haven't, I'm about to show you. So this is a monthly subscription service from them. Contains all kinds of different fun little things. So we're going to see what's in this one. I'm super excited. I've seen a few of these unboxings before and, you know, I've been kind of wanting to get my hands on it. So we're going to take a peek. Let's do it. I mentioned I've already cut the tape and everything to make this easier. So here we go. Oh my goodness. So it says Your Creative Studio here. Is that what I said? I think that's what I said. Yeah, Your Creative Studio. And I've got a thank you card here, and it is beautiful, and it's, look at that like train on it. Okay, and then there is this luscious, y'all, I really just want to cut this fern out, and yeah, okay, so we're going to open this. This isn't like, I don't know, it's not like tissue paper. It's a thicker paper. Oh, the sticker's right on a butterfly. Can I get, oh, well, I only tore it a little, so I can still cut that butterfly out. And there's a teacup inside. Okay, y'all, I am super excited. All right, so I'm going to tuck this back. Well, I think I am. How about, okay, so I'm going to show you here what is in it, like this. So let's just move this over, and I'm going to just start taking stuff out and opening it. So this says washi. Masking tape washi, and I really don't want to tear that, but I think I'm gonna have to. Let's see, can I get it open? Because these are cute little, look at these like little envelopes. Oh, well, everything about this has already got me squeeing. And this is a nice little patterned washi tape, just a neutral, beautiful washi tape. Okay, that's definitely something I can work into a project. Absolutely. What is next? More washi! Okay. No, I'm going to be too goofy about this because, yeah. This, ooh. Y'all, what is this? This, I think, is that same train pattern. Where was it? Is this going to be a train theme? Y'all, I don't know. I'm not, like, huge into trains, but just the whole, like, steam engine kind of idea really, yeah. So I think that this washi is based off of maybe this image here with the train. But it's, see how it's, like, watercolory and industrial. I like that. I like that. Okay. All right. What's next? What's next? This is a cling stamp, and it does look like it's got a little image there of a train. So let's see. Let's see. Cling stamp. We'll never turn down some stamps. Oh, y'all, and this is actually a red stamp, not just the clear cling stamp, which I like because with the red stamps, I can also use that in other things. Oh, and it's got the plastic here that you can peel off to get the stick to it. So that's nice. So can you see that image? It says locomotive. Oh, y'all, this is like super cute, like from like almost an old newspaper image. Locomotive travel. I cannot read, something railroad. It says stations here. I really like that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Or should I say, ooh, ooh. Okay, I'm a dork. I'm a dork. All right, this is another cling stamp. So I wonder if it's also going to be that red cling stamp. Oh no, I tore this one. Woo, woo. It is. And this one is just a precious little train. I kind of love that. Now this, again, is super cute because it's got that industrial element. But can you see making a card out of this for some little boy or something? That would be so precious. So precious. Okay. Next little envelope. And then there's some papery things. And another cling stamp. Happy dances. Happy dances. Happy dances. All right. I will not turn down a stamp. And like I said, y'all, I'm super excited that these are the red rubber ones because they I said, I can press into solder, which is, I know, is a weird response, but that is me. All right, let's see. This is another one. Oh, this is, look at this cutout. That's so neat. It's steam locomotive 1804 and another just really precious image of a train in motion. You got the smokestack and everything on it. Nice. And again, it's got the acetate that you can peel off. Okay, so shoot, 3 stamps and 2 washies. I'm pretty happy here, but we got more. We got more. Okay, this is, it says find the memory. Okay, well they look like little tags, so we're gonna open this, see what they are. So they are little paper like tags of different, y'all, this is perfect for collaging. Oh my gosh, all these little bits for collaging. I'm trying to make sure they're not stickers or something. They might be stickers. Are they stickers? Oh, yeah, they're stickers. That's even better for collage. I don't even have to glue anything. This is perfect for like travel. Hey, you could take this little set on the train and travel and you could easily collage because these are stickers. So these are all like little advertisements. This is pianos, airplanes, broomsticks. Come on, travel. If you're the right type, yay that type. I don't know what these are in French. Again in French, Antiplicande, I don't know. This is rides. DuPont, looks like it's for some kind of chair, so that's not really travel. More French, and I love that these are all so neutral. Quality capes and hats, again, if you're that type. Oh, these are fabulous. Flea market, woot! This looks like almost like a magazine, newspaper clipping. More, these all kind of feel like newspaper clippings. Oh, look at these that are triangular. So you can make like a pennant. See, there's several of these. These are Solange. Now, what does that mean? I took French for a semester. I should know what that means. Some oval ones. Oh, look, this is Christmas ones. Sing Christmas carols. So that, Joy to the World. Oh, I like this one. That's like a price sticker. This has got parasols on it. I don't know. Beer party. That's my kind of party. And that just says Paris, ice cold beer. More, these are, there's so many. I don't really care for that one with the like insect on it. Not new. These are so fabulous and so many. Y'all, look at this. Look at this. Yeah, this is, I am not gonna have a problem creating a project with these from your creative studio. Okay. Whew, all right, let's go. Let's go. Next thing. Next thing. This is a little box of something. It says open. So I shall. Let me see if I can get it open. Post box. It says post box. Throw that little piece. We're gonna open it as instructed. You know, I'll follow directions sometimes. World Wonders. Yo, these are like little stamps. Look at them. And they feel like they might be stickers too. So they're like little collages in themselves, and they look like stamps and they feel like stickers. So we're about to find out if these are also stickers. And of course, you know, I'm the worst about trying to get the backs off as stickers, but I'm fairly sure these are stickers too. If not, these are nice little little pieces for collage. I may just be peeling these apart. Okay, y'all, I'm not sure. This is windshoe. It doesn't say. Okay, so but there are lots. There's like London. There's some music paper. there's like France and cars. Are they all different, or does it circle? I'm not seeing a whole lot of repeat here. I mean, there's several of the Eiffel Tower and Big Ben, but I'm not seeing them repeat. You know, I really want to know if they're stickers because they feel really thick, like they would be. I am so bad. Do you have any tips on like things like this, on peeling the backs off? I know with like napkins you can oh my gosh, they are stickers, and y'all, they are like almost transparent. Do you see that? Can you see the light through them? Ah, I can't get it. I hope you can see that, or you can see the light through them. So yes, they are stickers. They're super thin. Fabulous stickers. Wait, did those two repeat? It felt like there was a repeat. It doesn't matter. These, okay. So a World Wonders little, this maybe is just a travel thing. Okay, I don't know, but I'm loving it. We're going to put this back in my little box with the open, facing up. It's going to take me forever to get through these because it's so awesome. Okay, next thing, I'm going to grab this, which just says old newspaper, 60 pieces, and travel. So yeah, maybe this is more travel than like steampunk train. And these are nice. Oh my gosh, y'all, these are beautiful collage papers, and some of these are transparent, but these are really beautifully thin, perfect for collage. But look at this like vellum-ish one. You see that light coming through? Do you see that? That is awesome. And there's 60, so like this. I really love that with the handwriting on it. Oh my gosh, I am so tickled about this. And like I said, the thickness of these, I really like thin papers, y'all. They just collage better. Here's another with like, look at that. You can see my hand through it. There's more like that. So I love thin papers. They collage so much better, so things don't get too bulky too fast. But these all look like it's like handwriting, like letters, and that just floats my boat, or choo-choos my train, or whatever you want to call it. I'm such a dork. Yes, okay. I cannot wait to do something with these. So many. So it looks like there's, I mean, I could go through this and separate them, but it looks like you get at least 2 of each of these. And so and like I said, some are transparent or translucent, and some are just super thin either way. There's another like transparent one, translucent, and then more like regular papers. Oh, I'm so happy with these. Oh, like I said, I have been itching to try out this stuff, and y'all, I don't know why I haven't just pulled the trigger. You know, but I'm glad they offered to let me take a look at this. All right, so this next thing, we're gonna get it out of the packaging and see what we've got. And it says, life is only illusion. Life is not a dream. Destiny is held in our own hands. And that's just a little like flap that is on here. So what do we have in here? It looks like more collage papers. So that's what, several of those. And that was like 5 of them. So that's 5 of those. And like 5 of these. So these are beautiful little collage papers too. And again, they are a very nice thinness, though they have a tiny bit of texture to them. So like, they might have enough tooth to like put a little watercolor or something on. I'm not sure. It would definitely be something to experiment with. Yeah, these are fabulous. That is just, what? All these like stamps on them. So yeah, like I said, it's a travel-ish, but it also seems to have like a mail. I mean, maybe it's like passports. Okay, I like that little paper book. Another little pack of something here. It says globe map on it. So get it out of here. And like I said, it's something in some language. I don't know. There are very few, like, I've taken lots of languages, y'all, but I don't know very many of them. Alright, let's see. I think I need to just tear this band off. Okay. Oh yeah, because it's glued here at the top. And it's another beautiful little pack of papers. They are a little bit thicker than the other two, but they're all maps. Again, perfect for some collaging. Oh my gosh, y'all. There's definitely going to be a collage project here. We're going to layer some things when I get to this. Alright, so here's some stickers, and these are all the same thing of like the little train image. And it looks like they are transparent for the most part. So those are nice. Alright, and then we've got these sticky notes. So I think these are going to be like sticky notes. I probably shouldn't say the brand. And it just says Travel Planet on this nice little board here. And I think they all probably look the same, but you really can't go wrong with a good sticky note. So I think, yeah, those are all the same, but those are nice. I will not complain about some sticky notes. All right, I think we're down to the last thing. But I can't complain, y'all. This has all been so wonderful. So this is a paper ephemera pack, and it looks like there's 6 different, oh, hold on, it says 24 sheets, 6 sticker papers, 6 vellum papers, 6 art papers, and 6 pattern papers. It looks amazing in your cards, journal, spreads, scrapbook, tags, and much more. And they're 12 by 21 centimeters. Okay. So let's see what we've got. Let me turn this over. And see, this itself, y'all, is a nice packaging that could be turned into, I don't know. It's just a really nice piece of packaging. I'm going to save everything. Watch. Alright, so I'm going to turn this over so I can see. So this says that it has 6 sticker papers. I don't think that's going to be these. So let's see. We've got these 6 here. Is that 6? Can I count? That was 5. So that's 6. But I don't think that's the sticker paper. Maybe that's the art paper or pattern paper. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. Alright, so that was 1 6. This has got to be the vellum, and I think it's the same patterns. Yeah, these are the same as these. So, like, this and this is the same, but one is vellum. Alright, that's pretty sweet. Alright, so then this one is what? This is a thicker paper, but I can't tell is it the sticker? We're gonna, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the sticker paper. I can tell by the thickness and the slickness. So let me see. Yeah, so that is sticker paper there. So there's 6 of those. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so there's my sticker paper. The vellum was pretty. Sticker paper, vellum paper, art paper, and pattern paper. So I'm not sure the difference between the art paper and the pattern paper. I mean, they definitely have a feel of a difference. This one is super thin, and this one's much thicker. But I can't tell you which one's the art paper and which one's the pattern, because, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, I am going to probably get my thoughts together on this and decide where I'm going to start, but I'm going to have a project here for y'all with some of this amazingness. All right, hang on to your hats. Oh my goodness, y'all, I was gathering all my things and realized I left out a stamp. There was a whole other stamp. This one is just like a seal, so it says railway station. It's again the red rubber, and 2 stamps are in this package. I think it was the one that I don't know, was this the first one I pulled out? I don't know. Anyway, 2 stamps. So there's 4 stamps in there. What? Okay. We're gonna get to a project in a second, I promise. Alright, so I've sorted through these goodies and thought on it for a few minutes, and we're gonna do something with this. And I like that this is all kind of a similar theme. So I've decided I'm going to do a little bit of a junk journal. So I went and I actually have several signatures already made up for junk journals. So basically a signature is just papers kind of folded together to be made into a journal. So a single page folded in half, pull one out, is a folio. And when you stack several of those folios together, it makes a signature. And then that gets sewn together to make books. Several bunches of signatures make books. We're going to make just a one signature book. So I've got 10 pages here, probably more than I need. And I've got all different kinds of things. I've got, what is this? Ledger paper that was used as underpaper. This is part of a pamphlet. There's a bunch of old book pages in here. This is a piece of a paper bag. So just all kinds of stuff. Just this was scrap stuff. You can see a lot of it's got like little painty things on it and all of that. And we're going to add to all of this in just a moment. So all I did was take 10 pieces of paper that are about the same size and fold them together. Then I need a cover. So I was looking for something kind of sturdy I could use as a cover, and y'all, I came along this piece of what I was going to throw out, and it's just packaging from some rub-on transfers, and it is the almost exact right size for this. So, and if I fold it in half, it fits, well, here, I'll show you. It fits perfectly around my journal. So we're gonna make this my journal cover. How fun is that? So I'm gonna go ahead and fold it in half just so that I know where the middle is, but we need to alter this cover, and we're gonna use first some gesso to cover up all this Bobo stuff. I thought about flipping it the other way where it's not showing, but then it doesn't have the nice flap that keeps it closed. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just do this. So I've got some gesso, and I will probably voice over some of the rest of this. So basically I am just painting gesso over this glossy paper here just to give me a nice ground and something to get started on. I did paint the whole thing with the gesso, dry it, and then do a second coat, but I'm not going to make y'all watch all of that. This is a, real basic process of just, covering up all that other stuff. Now, I could have collaged onto it, but I'd rather just start here with the basic blank here, knowing that I'm going to collage on top of that. I wanted to add a bit of grunge to the background, give it just a little bit of interest before I start adding all of those amazing papers and stickers. So I've got my, my instant coffee that I've reconstituted a little, done a bit of splatter and a little bit of painting. And I'm going to dry it just a little bit before I come in with a black Stabilo all pencil and just scribble all over. And these two things to me, that little bit of black, that little bit of brown, add just some yummy grunge to it before we put on some of all those papers that have a bit of a steampunky, grungy kind of feel to them. So I thought this was, and this is a lot of fun. It's a great way to start a project when you don't know where you're going to go with it. So you just have a non-blank page. All right, so that is all dry, and I'm looking at this. I was trying to decide which way I was going to have this close and which way I'm going to have the front and the back, and I've decided that the flap is going to be on the front of this. So that tells me which is my front cover and which is my back cover of this. And I'm pulling out the washies that I got in this package, and I'm going to start with there because it's easy enough to pull up some washi and tear it down. And I will say that I put it over some of the bends of this where it's bending, especially like the edges, thinking that it would add some stability to the bends and the folds, but it does. Don't put it too close to those edges because it will pop up. It's it's nice washi tape, but any kind of tape like that, if you put it on an edge where it's not completely secure, you might want to put some kind of glue down over it so it doesn't pop up. In the end, I put another strip, see right there, I'm putting it over that front little flap part,
and it ends up popping up a little bit later. So I added more before I get my pictures in here. So you'll see that maybe in the pictures at the end. And I'm not, I, the, what are those things? Like the holes where the package had been hanging. I'm leaving those open. Later on, I will use those in kind of the design of this. So when I put a little bit of that washi down, it was going over the hole a little bit. So I just tore the washi down, so it wasn't a big deal. And now I am pulling out a bunch of these products, these papers in particular, and I'm decided I'm going to pull out a few and collage them down. So I don't want to collage down just a single whole sheet. So I'll be tearing some of these down. You see me, I'm looking through everything kind of like, ooh, this would be fun. Ooh, this would be fun. Let me do this. But these papers work so beautifully together that I don't have to be super picky about which ones I'm pulling out and using because almost all of them have like a neutral to them. And I decided to give some of them a shape. So this one I'm kind of cutting a curve out of just so that it's not torn. I'll grab one of these maps. Like I said, it doesn't really matter. And then grab one of these like stamp papers as well. And I will just start tearing all of these down into smaller pieces to make them a little more organic and collageable. I don't want just rectangles of paper. So now I have my Uhu glue stick, and that's because most of these papers are really nicely thin. That's all I need to stick it on to this packaging. And I'm using some of them because you can see some of the papers I have in my signature there are kind of boring. And so to give some cohesiveness between the cover and the signatures, the papers inside, every once in a while I'll pull in my signatures and just pick a page and glue down some of these things. So this is just a nice process. For a lot of this, I'm kind of looking at where I need something added to this because yeah, I've got all of the scribbles and splatters on there, but I want to have this beautiful texture as well. So where there's like big white gaps and everything, I'm making sure I put down a bit of that. And one of the other things I do is because these papers did come as little squares and everything, if there's a straight line, like the edge of the paper, I kind of line that up with either my folds or the top of the pages or something like that because I really like those organic tears and rips to be part of the final product. So yeah, see here's another really blank boring page and I'm again you can see I'm lining those edges up against the edges of the paper. It's just kind of how I operate. It makes me feel better about it. And if there's two like this, was it that one that has two like it's from a corner, I'm going to make sure that it like backs up against something else. It's just a thing that I do. And I stop after a while incorporating some of these papers into the journal because I like them so much. I've got that whole stack of other papers I can add in there later. But for the most part, it gives me a nice jumping off point later when I go to use this journal. That some of these pages already have things on them. So it just, it's so that I don't have that whole blank page thing going on. So it didn't take long, y'all, to bring this whole project together. You can see that's just bringing in little bits and pieces. I'm loving it. And like I said, the Uhu glue stick works really beautifully with this. And this whole thing with the handwriting and the texture and all of that is lovely. All right, so I'm grabbing one of those vellum pieces because it was one of my favorite things, I think, in here were those neat pieces of vellum. And I will tell you that vellum, it tends to be a little finicky when it comes to gluing it down on things. So I'm going to use the glue stick here. But later on, I do glue other things around the edges of this because the glue stick doesn't work great. I should have used something, I don't know. If you've got a suggestion on what works well with gluing vellum, I know I've heard people mention that glossy accents works nicely, but I didn't want to add anything that would get too glossy and bring in something else complicated. So I just kind of anything that was kind of peeling up, I glued something over the top of it. Like I have an edge over there that's being a little finicky, and I'm trying to remember what I put down. I put something down on top of it. Oh yes, I haven't brought any of these label stickers in, y'all. I love these so much. So that's what I'm gonna put. I was like, I think I put something sticky on it. Yeah. So there's that one that I really like, the price tag looking one. And I'm gonna bring in several of these stickers into the whole thing. I didn't like that white one because it took I don't know, it was like too white. It became a focal. And I think the only thing I do wish I had done was come back in maybe with some of the Stabilo or coffee and integrate these a little bit more. And I may do that later just to give them so they don't feel like they're popping out so much. But I'm making sure that I've got like one on the back, one on the front, one on that flap that I've got there, just so that it's all kind of all over the place. But this made the collaging so easy using, look how neat that is, y'all. I was so excited about that. So I've got a blending tool with a little bit of brown distress ink. I think it's walnut stain on it. And I'm just going to ink all the edges of this so that the edges don't feel so, I don't know, bare, I guess. I think I need to come back in and do it on the inside edges as well for any of the inside that's showing out. And then I think this is the last thing I add to the cover is one of these stamp stickers. And again, I love that they are kind of translucent because some of the collaging and stuff I've done in the background still kind of shows through, even though this becomes a bit of a focal on the front cover of this. Now, isn't that lovely, y'all? I love it so much. And you could use this as a, see, there's where that washi tape was popping up. But you could use this, you don't have to sew in the signatures like I'm about to. You could just tie a ribbon around this and have it as a little folder or something. All right, there I knew I needed a little something there on that edge of my flap. So I'm going to stick a couple more pieces down, and I think I stick something else on top of it. I can't remember. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I know I had little things I was adding to. Yeah, I'll put a little piece of washi there as well, just to add some grunge and fun to this. All right, so I'm feeling pretty good about that, and I step away and I get my signatures and some wax linen cord, and I measure it out about 3 of the height of my journal and cut that down. And I realized that front page there was a little boring, so I pull out one of my stamps and some Distress Oxide and Rusty Hinge, and I'm going to stamp that on that front page there because I hadn't used the stamps yet. I wanted to see how they did, and yeah. So I stamp it, and look, it's sticking to my block. So fabulous. All right, so I've got that wax linen cord. I'm going to put it on a needle. There is no need to tie a knot on it because we will end up tying at the end. So you'll just have to make sure you have a tail. So I'm going to find the center of my signature, and I've got this on the needle. I'm going to pull in a pokey tool. A thicker needle or a T-pin or something would work fine, but this is just a little pokey tool, and I'm poking in the center of there, and then I will pull my needle up through the center. This is called a pamphlet stitch. So I'm going to go up through the center, and then a little ways down from the top, I'll poke another hole. And this one gets a little bit fiddly. I probably should have clipped all my papers down, but this was just a quick and easy project. So I'm going to go in through that hole that I poked, in through my back cover, and then in through my pages. So I end up having to hold my pages so that I can find my hole. Bring that up, and then we'll poke another hole down toward the bottom. So just like the same distance you did for the top one. Poke a hole, then you'll bring your needle back through that. And then you'll start pulling everything, all your thread, and make sure everything is nice and tight. And then go back through that center hole from the outside in. Make sure your needle comes up on the other side of your thread than your original tail. And then you're just going to tie a double knot. And you've got a beautiful little journal with a pamphlet stitch. So, and I'm sorry I used white thread. That was probably a really bad idea. I just kind of wanted it to kind of blend onto the edge and not take away from this beautiful cover. So here's where I'm thinking about this, and I'm like, I could put something through those holes to tie this down. So I go grab some seam binding because I just used it in my last week's mixed media prompt project and card. So I was like, you know what, that would be really neat to have this kind of off-white seam binding lace on here. So I'm going to put it through those 2 holes there. So it comes out the back and out the front, and then just wrap it around a few times. And I mess with it a little to try to get it coming out. And this will slip out if I decide that it's too chunky and that my seam binding isn't long enough. I can add something else later because this is not attached or sewn down in any way. But I'm just going to wrap it up, tie a pretty little bow, and that is it for this project, y'all. I love this little journal, and I would not have thought to do this if it wasn't for these beautiful supplies I got from Your Creative Studio. I encourage you to go check them out. I will have information about them in the description box below. I want to thank them for sending me these beautiful products, and if you have any questions about this project itself, let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. If you like this, give me a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and come back later and see what else I've got going on. All right. Thanks y'all so much. Bye.